Hello, my dearest WordPress lovers. As you can see in this tutorial, we are going to review a court reservation plugin which will help you to maximize your fitness efforts, especially if you are someone who is providing a sports services. Then you should probably watch till the end because I loved working with this plugin and playing around. So let's review it together. Let's dive right in. So let's check out what you can get by downloading this court reservation plugin. So first thing that I want to point out is the amazing interface that it has. It literally looks stunning. And one thing that I love about it is that you can just brand your website by displaying this reservation system in it. Reservation systems actually are very important, especially if you are an owner of a sports club and you created a website to raise brand awareness. You must have a reservation system because they inspire people, they challenge players, they make people join, and everything is online nowadays, so not having a reservation system doesn't really make sense if you already have a website. Here you can see that it is very easy to understand, it's very user-friendly. So we have courts in rows. Here we have the available dates under the reserve blocks, and here we have the blocks that are not available anymore. You can see that there is the date and the hours when the court is open or closed and booked. In the early birds section that you can see right here, it's actually an event. We will speak about all of these one by one later in the video. You can skip to the parts that are important for you and for your business. Now let's see how to reserve a court using this plugin. So it's very easy. You just click on reserve on the date that you want and all the time that you want, and then you select whether you're going to be single, double, or you're training, or it's a club night, so you're not going to be alone. There are going several players, and then we have the time, and then you click on teammates and choose. I'm going to go with guest. If you are put on single, so the minimum and maximum number is put on 1, so you can choose just one teammate, right? And you click on save, and there you go. Now let's create a court just like the one that we have seen in the demo version. So I have already set it up, the reservation plugin. I've installed it, activated it. It's the ultimate version of the plugin, and I will show you what the ultimate version includes later in the video. And now let's create, for the first step, let's create a court. For that you need to click on create. After, you need to choose the name of your court. Let's name it Anna once again. I've already created a court named Anna. And the open hour, let's put it from 7 to 9. And reservation days in advance, let's go with 2. And click on save. Great, and this is it. We have created the court. Now let's see how to configure your court, how to set rules for the court. So let's see what court reservation offers in the settings section. So you can define how many hours the court can be reserved for. Here the default number is 3, and then you can go with half-hour reservation. You can go with several reservations per person, so that one person can make more than one reservation. And we have teammate. You can make courts where the teammates are mandatory. So if it is a bigger court, you can go with teammates only, make it required. And yeah, let's go around the available reservation types. So here we have single person, so there can be a reservation only for a single person, and here you have to define the maximum and minimum numbers. So of course if it's single, it's going to be set to 1, and then here you can have double, so that you are with a partner, and then you can create a championship where several people are playing. And then we have the training, where you can have the court for you and the trainer, and competition. So we're gonna leave all of this just like it is set as a default, but you can make a very detailed configurations, like the maximum number of players, as I've already mentioned. You can also choose the match duration, so how long the player can stay in the court. Especially for like championships, you have to set the timer for each partner. So that's it. And you can also make your own reservation type. So if there is any other type that you have in your mind, you are completely free to create. All right, let's just save, and that's it. Alright, so I'm sure that you remember how enthusiastically I was speaking about the whole like situation that you can get, like the style interface of the reservation. And now let's see how to have this hovering effect on the court that we have just created. So for that, you need to go to the user interface tab from your reservations dashboard, and then you can see all the color configurations right here. So we are going to skip all of them and just concentrate on the hovering part, right? So you have to choose the filling color that is going to be by default. So the table cell background it is, and it was like kind of like blue, right? Okay. And now, in order to make a hovering effect, you have to go all the way down to mouse over background color for table cell. Right here, this is the configuration. And you can set it to another color. Let's go with this darker kind of blue. Like I cannot like name the shades exactly, but I think you got my point. And you can also set a different color, which is I think you need to do for the reservations that are unavailable. In the demo version, we have something like grayish, just like this one. And this is the configurations that you need to set for the hovering effect. And the rest you can explore yourself. You can choose like the cell width, the cell heights, the padding, text, their, I don't know, text like color and everything. Literally a very detailed customization. So this is it for the interface. Let's also quickly check out how the reservations look for the stuff in the dashboard whenever a reservation is made. For that, you simply need to go to this reservations tab right here, and you can see that we have here one reservation on January 26th. You can see the time, the type, and the teammates that she's gonna play with, and who's gonna be the player, and also the court. So this is it. So as many reservations as you get, they are all going to fill into this reservations tab. Now we have also spoken about the special events, and here you can see that we have a cell that says early birds, and you cannot really do anything with it, like make reservations and stuff. It's like closed, right? So let's see how we can get an event like this, like create an event like this. For this, we need to go to the reservations plugin, and then we need to go to the events, and let's create an individual event. Let's create an event, click on it and then name your event Anna's Special Day. I wish I learned tennis, guys, so this plugin gives me a lot of inspiration to go ahead and do that. So now, like the date of the event, let's set up the date of the event. It's going to be on 28, for example, and then the start time, let's go with like 8:30 till like 12:30. Okay, and it is going to take part in the court, so you choose the court here. As you remember, we have created several courts, and together especially we created a court called Anna. So let's go with that, and then you click save, and you are going to get a special event just like the one in the demo. Now, I'm sure that you have also noticed that here there is a weekly events tab. So what it is, if you have events taking up like championships or any other event, especially for course like championships, let's say, every other week, like on every Sunday, you have a championship, you can create one weekly event and set the time and date, and it will repeat every time. Let's see how it looks. So create an event, you just make the name. So after that, you can see that it is going to like repeat weekly, and then you set the date of weekly event, so the day of the week, and then you can configure the start date, end date, just like we did for the individual one. And also you're gonna choose the court that it is going to take part in, and just click on save, and that's it, simple as that. And last but not least, for the last step, we're going to display the court in the dashboard. So in order to display the court in the dashboard, you need to copy the shortcode. So just like this, copy the shortcode, go to posts or page, it depends on where you want to publish it. Click on add new, and here you are just going to paste, find the shortcode, blog, and then paste your shortcode, add the title, design it however you want, and click on publish, and you are good to go. So for the second part of the video, we are going to speak about what ultimate plan of the plugin has to offer. So with the ultimate plan, you can create competition ladders. How it works, you just simply click on the person that you want to challenge. You can see that the opponents that are after my player are already like out of the game. So we are in the 4th place. We can only select players to like challenge above our rating. So we have Brian, Christoph, James, and under the ladder we have the played challenges, and we have the winner, the date of the game, and also the ranking. And let's make a quick challenge to Brian. So you click on Brian. It asks you one more time just to be sure whether you want to challenge Brian, and then you just submit because you're brave, and that's it. So you're challenged Brian to compete with you. So now let's go through the dashboard and see how we can get a competition ladder just like this one. Alright, in order to start a competition ladder, you have to have members in your sports club. So we have here 3 members that I've created, and then we're gonna add new, and let's just create one so that you can see how it works. Let's say it's Susan, and then we have to have like email, so let's go with Susan. Okay, I think that's cheating, but it's okay. And then again Susan, and let's go with Susan blank. And you configure the website if you want, you make a password, and then you choose the player role, and you just click on add new and you have your player. And that's it about creating a member, simple as that. Now let's go ahead and create a challenge. So we go to the reservations and then we go to the pyramids. So this is where you create your ladder, and then you go with create, just like this. You name your ladder, let's leave it to pyramid, and then you choose the mode. So there are two modes. There can be best of 3, so there can be like championship and 3 places, and then there can be only 1 winner. The challenge duration, how long the challenge is gonna take overall, and then the challenge log time, and here you can choose the players that are going to take part in the challenge. So you have to have minimum of 3 players, and the plugin has limits to 45 players, and I don't consider this as a limit because like 44 is a lot of players. So here we have the interface, and in the interface, again, as you remember, we had the hover in the dashboard. We have this hovering effect. Let's see how it needs to be created in an interface. So we have enabled fields, so the fields that you can choose, and then we have disabled fields. Disabled fields were the ones right here. These are disabled fields, so the ones that are already out of the contest. And here we have the hover and active color. So you choose the hover and then logged in user field. So here I am the logged in user. I'm under the player named Max. So I have this like bluish color, and you can set yours. And this is it. You can again set detailed customization, like the proportions of your columns, of your ladder, and at the end just click on save and you are good to go. Now let's see how you can manage the challenged opponents. So you can manage like the challenges that people have for each other. For that, go to the challenges tab, and here you can see that we have a challenge right here. So whenever you submit a challenge here, as I have done, for example, for Christoph, I have already challenged one. So you are not allowed to challenge more than 1 people. Okay, anyways, my point is whenever you challenge someone, this is how it will look in your in the dashboard of the staff member who is handling the challenges. So this is pretty much it. So at the end, I want to speak about the great opportunities that these plugin developers have for you. For example, if you are interested in having a reservation platform but you do not have a website, here you can see that these court reservation like plugin owners, developers, they also have the ability to like make a website for you. They offer template websites which you can customize for your court. And here by clicking like a reserve court, we go to the reservation system that we have already seen. So I want to say that like they took care of everything literally. Even if you are a beginner and you do not know like the rules of tennis clubs and you do not know about like competitions that you can make, everything you can learn on their website, even on their demos. I myself, I'm a great fan of sports, but I do not play tennis, and I learned a lot during this plugin review. So this was it for today's tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it, and you can see all the links to the plugins website, their demos down in the description. And the only thing that is left to do is for you to subscribe to our channel, leave a like, comment, and see you soon. Bye!